One of the hardest things that you could do in your life is start to look in the mirror. One of the biggest things that I've done is taking the mirror metaphorically down, this one right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, look at it and say, you know what, okay, my hair is looking like this, could fix it, but moreover, this needs to be fixed, right? Life is going to give you a lot of reasons to fail and to give up, right? Jobs are going to fire you, friends are going to leave you, companies are going to betray you, people are going to abandon you. And in all these negative things, right, your body's going to start to go through ailments and struggles, and you're going to feel weak some days, and you know, you're going to have negatives in your bank account, and you're going to be praying and praying and praying for breakthrough and just seeking the universe and God for something, for your purpose or your calling. Like, why are you on this earth? Why is it so easy for Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland and all these guys, but why am I struggling? And you'll call out, you know, to the space, to ether, and nothing will come back. I want you to think about this one thing. Life is all about development. Development. When I was in high school, when I was in college, I was a complete degenerate, right? Complete degenerate. I'm talking wasted my money, wasted my time, got into stupid arguments, got fired from jobs for the stupidest reasons, and picked fights with everybody that wanted to pick a fight with me, or just picked a fight with anybody that thought that I wasn't who I was portraying to be. Proving myself in a world where I tried, you know, had everything to prove. Excuse me. And quickly I realized how embarrassing I was first, cringe, and secondly, how much lessons that I've had to learn. And the one thing I think about in all of my lessons and all the things that I went through in my life was just how good God has been. The years of development, the cultivation, the growth, the seeking the change, the wanting to do better, the wanting to be better. I would never have understood God's understanding of development or the story of how a Christian's life is. But as I see the life of David, Samson, you know, Solomon, Jesus, the disciples, I see how God uses our stories for His glory in the end. And I want to give you guys a really good story before I wrap this one up. Life is all about development. Life is not about where you are, it's about where you're going. And you have to be very conscious about that and ask God to develop your life a little bit further. I used to be a smoker. I'm never going to smoke again. I used to be a drinker. I'm never going to drink again. I used to skip workouts. Now I'm trying to get workouts every single day. I used to be lazy. Now I'm trying to do as much as I can to move myself forward. I used to be disrespectful to my mother. Now I honor my mother above all else. I used to not want to work hard. Now I'm grinding for everything I get. I used to not want to pray, and now I'm trying to pray as often as I can, and I'm giving God glory in every single thing I'm doing, even in this video. May Jesus Christ be respected, honored, and praised. I used to treat women poorly. Now I honor women at all. I'm not courting anyone right now. These are the stances of development, and I'm seeking a higher purpose. When you do this in your own life, you'll start to see that certain avenues are going to open up for you. Now, the thing I want you to think about, right, is the development of God always brings you to a higher place than where you're currently at. So you have to ask yourself, Lord, where is this mission? Where is the higher calling? And where do you need someone to represent you? And as you think like this and you move like this, you'll start to see that there's a lot of problems in this world that needs to be addressed. So for those of you that are struggling in a current season of your life right now, you're going through some problems, I'm here to tell you that the main thing you want to think about is life is about the development. It's not about the quick fixes, get rich quick, buy $1 million house and live in and then shit on people your whole life. There's a whole purpose for your development. And usually that story is to bless and help others. Think about David's story. Think about Samson's story. Think about Jesus' story. These stories 2,000, 3,000 years ago are still blessing people today. So think about your development. And just remember, when you think that your story is done, think about the author of the universe and how He thinks. Our story is still being written. Be blessed.